Right, at the moment with us, our very dear old friend, Mr. Nandakumar Pawar, the green warrior, the warrior for wetlands and for mangroves and fishermen. Nandakumar Pawar Sahab, namaskar.
Namaskar, sir. Namaskar.
How are you, sir? How are you? How are you?
I'm good, sir. I'm very sorry to say that two episodes back to back I missed because of my busy schedule.
Yes.
You can understand.
I can understand.
So,
but happy Janmashtami, sir.
Same to you, sir. Same
Happy Janmashtami to all the Fisherfolk also. I hope they have a good Janmashtami. I can only hope so, sir. So, sir, क्या हुआ फिर उसके आगे? Because all the from whatever I know, now even more fishing areas have been destroyed. The supply of fish to Bombay has decreased to such an extent that now we are not even getting proper fish. Is that correct?
Absolutely correct.
Because I had just gone to, I'll tell you where I'd gone. I had just gone to the Warsaw market just the other day, and I talked to all those retail shops. You know, there's that small little fish market over there.
Yeah.
जैसे वो जो 7 बंगलोज को जाते हैं वर्सोवा मार्केट जो है वहाँ पे.
Absolutely.
तो वो बोल रहे थे कि भाई sir, I can't even tell you the kind of prices that they are charging for simple pomfret and for roe and for others. I mean, it's touching, it's shot the moon. What is going on, sir? Nandakumar Pawar, sir.
See, basically what happens as far as fishing thing is concerned, there is overfishing is happening in the deep sea area.
Yes.
And the various nets and various techniques are being used, especially the bottom trawling and purchasing the LED system, and huge nets are being used.
The so-called drag nets. Yes.
Yes, it's very dangerous, sir. And it completely wiped out the bottom of the sea.
Yes.
And many times, even the small fishes, juvenile, are just born, are being caught. And you see, for example, yesterday itself, the government of Maharashtra have declared pomfret as a state fish. Why? Because it's getting extinct. Earlier the Maharashtra, particularly the Palghar, Satpati, all those areas very rich in pomfret catch. Now it has been completely declined. Now time has come to give protection to the pomfret and see to it that proper measures are being undertaken to increase their numbers. There are various rules need to be bring into the practice, and they should be implemented seriously so that their growth and their numbers can be increased, and that will be benefit general people and the fishing community.
But is that so ironical? Is that a joke? Okay, matlab, as soon as the supply of pomfret declines, the Maharashtra government declares it the state fish, pomfret, because you can't find the white pomfret, the normal pomfret that we get. What we get is that black pomfret now. That is there in the market. जो original pomfret आया करती थी white वाली, वो तो आती नहीं है sir आजकल. Nandakumar Pawar sir.
So this is the way our government and authority works. The fishery department is supposed to be the guardian of the fishing community. What they are doing about it? Have they any data with regards to the small scale fishermen? No. Is there mapping has been done as to assess the number of fishermen are deprived because of the project and the pollution in the creek and overfishing? No. They don't have even biology, marine scientists to assess the damage has been done because of the project underneath the bottom of the sea. The entire area has been silted badly because of the various projects that is implemented on the coast. If you see, there are various projects like MTHL or JNPT project, huge excavation and channel deepening and widening happening on regular basis. The silt which generate in the process are getting deposited. Nobody bothers. There is no condition for the fish to come into the creek area from the sea.
Absolutely.
And already in the sea there are extensive fishing is happening. Fish are no place. They are either killed or caught in the deep sea, and juveniles are not been allowed to come in because they are also caught at the same time.
And they die.
And it's a really waste of fish stock actually.
Yes.
Government has to be very serious about that.
It's like shark fishing. By the way, this is for our viewers. You know the number of sharks all over the oceans has declined so rapidly,
yes,
essentially because of those drag nets. And what they do, by the way, is they just cut off the fin of the shark, they keep the fin,
exactly,
and throw the rest of the shark into the sea, and the shark dies. That's what happens. I mean, it's so awful. तो सर ये नंदकुमार पवार साहब ये जरा बताएं थोड़ा सा, अगर मराठी और हिंदी में भी अगर बता दें तो बड़ा अच्छा रहेगा. आप मुझे ये बताइए, जो जापानीज ट्रॉलर थे और ये मल्टीनेशनल के जितने ट्रॉलर हैं, वो जो ड्रैगनेट वगैरह जो इस्तेमाल करते हैं, उसके खिलाफ एक बहुत बड़ा अभियान चला था। तो भारत सरकार का उसमें क्या रवैया रहा है? क्या हमारा कोस्ट गार्ड, हमारी इंडियन नेवी, क्या हमारे मछुआरों की इसमें मदद कर रही है कि नहीं कर रही? क्योंकि हमारे मतलब वाटर्स में भी आकर के ये लोग फिशिंग कर रहे हैं। स्पेशली देखिए साहब, हम लोगों ने तो अभी फिशिंग दोबारा शुरू करी है ना, रक्षाबंधन के बाद। उसके पहले तो हम मतलब ये श्रावण के वक्त तो हम लोग जाते ही नहीं है बाहर, हमारी बोट जाती नहीं है।
बिल्कुल
जी, तो बताएं सर, क्या भारत सरकार ने कुछ मदद करी है इसमें?
हाँ, 2 महीना बैन तो रहता ही है, फ्रॉम जून टू 31 जुलाई, 2 मंथ्स। तो सरकार तो गंभीर है इसके विषय में, लेकिन ये इश्यूज तो होते रहते डीप सी में, बेसिकली स्पेशली बियॉन्ड 12 नॉटिकल माइल। तो हाँ, इंटरनेशनल जो वाटर है उसके ऊपर मतलब कई पाकिस्तानी हो या बांग्लादेशी हो या श्रीलंकन हो, इश्यूज हम देखते रहते हैं। लेकिन गवर्नमेंट ने ज्यादा सीरियसली सोचना चाहिए, क्योंकि हमारा फिश स्टॉक जो रैपिडली डिक्लाइन हो रहा है उसके ऊपर अमल अगर सरकार लाएगी तो उसका फायदा हमें होगा।
द ग्रेटेस्ट पवार साहब, ये भी आपने बार बार आपने मुद्दा उठा लिया, और हमने भी जितने मछुआरों वर्षों वगैरह में हम लोग उनके साथ प्रोग्राम्स किए थे। The untreated sewage water going in is destroying the industrial affluence, is destroying all the sea breeding that is happening, fish breeding that is happening near the shores. So what, I mean, are you doing, as you have been representing the fishermen for a long time, taking up in environmental issues, is the government thinking about it? Because हमने जितने मछुआरों के साथ काम किया, उनके बोट में भी गए, because no fishes near the shores, no fishes at all. You have to go right into, you can say, across the international border sometime, and बेचारे हमारे बहुत सारे मछुआरों को ना कभी कभी पाकिस्तानी, कभी श्रीलंका पकड़ के लेके गए। Now, what is the solution for that? Industrial effluents into the seas, untreated sewage into the seas. What, as you said, creeks में तो मिलता ही नहीं है fish. What is the solution? Because we are moving towards an ecological disaster.
ये फोटो आप जो देख रहे हो अभी स्क्रीन पे, ओके, ये एक वीडियो मैंने पोस्ट किया हुआ है।
Can we have it on full frame please? ये जरा दिखाएं, ये full frame पे दिखाएं। इसके पहले वाला जो है। जी हाँ सर, बोलिए सर, आप बोलिए सर, आप प्लीज बोलिए।
हाँ,
ये तो आप थे वहां पे डिस्कशन में थे। उसके पहले जो
दिखाइए
जी, उसके पहले जो था वो दिखा दीजिए जी। ये जी
JNPT का
जी।
तो ये सर, दिस इज द पोर्ट, JNPT पोर्ट, ओके
जी।
नाउ यू कैन सी आई वेंट टू द पोर्ट जस्ट 2 days back to see assess the situation on the ground.
जी।
JNPA port has been set up into the main estuaries of Khane Creek
जी
at the mouth of the Arabian Sea. Almost 550 hectares. You see the cranes in the picture. Those cranes have been set up on the fishing area. That is almost 550 hectares of fishing area has been landfilled by the JNPT. And the channel you see in the video, that channel is supposed to be 1500 meter wide, 10 meter deep.
जी।
It has been reduced to merely 100 meters. The same channel, I'm standing here.
Yeah.
It has been reduced to 1500 meters to only 100 meters.
जी।
Okay. And almost 94% of the mouth has been blocked because of the project.
Yeah, we can
and
see
you
that.
see in this particular picture,
Yes.
you see the boats on the dry mud flat. This particular area, which is Gawan village at Ulwe, which is 10 kilometers away from the JNPT port, and you see the boats are lying on the dry mud flat. Okay, this is the impact of JNPT port. The entire area has been silted badly because JNPT keeps on excavating, deepening the channel to facilitate the smooth navigation of the big ship that's supposed to be anchored in the port. Okay, see this particular picture.
Yes.
The entire area has been silted badly. The boats are lying on the dry mud flat.
Yes, we can see that.
This area 10 kilometers away from that port itself, and this particular area used to be deep during low tide up to 5 to 6 feet. Now during high tide, it's hardly 3 feet of water. You can walk through that area. So it's a complete destruction of area.
And why has that happened, sir? Is it because of JNPT or what?
It's basically because of JNPT. Because as I mentioned, the JNPT keeps excavating, deepening, widening the channel okay, to make ways, safe ways for the navigation of the big ship to be anchored, to be able to anchor in the port area. And that process, a huge amount of silt getting generated, and all those silt getting deposited on the fishing area, the breeding area, and the fish food underneath the water.
लेकिन सर यहाँ पे एक चीज बताएं नंद कुमार पवार साहब,
Yeah.
अभी तो सुनने में ये भी आ रहा है कि जवाहरलाल नेहरू पोर्ट ट्रस्ट जो है, जो जेएनपीटी का जो एरिया है, वहां से पोर्ट हटा रहे हैं और प्लान ये है कि आगे जाके लेके जाएंगे उसको, ये पोर्ट ही खत्म होने वाला है, सुनने में ये है. इज दैट ट्रू?
सर बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट सवाल आपने किया, क्योंकि जेएनपीटी का या पोर्ट का इतिहास ये रहा है कि आपको पता होगा कि जेएनपीटी वाज अर्लियर ऑपरेशनल एट बॉम्बे पोर्ट एट मुंबई.
यस.
That entire port has been silted because of its operations.
Yes.
It's no longer operational state now.
It's not feasible to run it now. Yes.
Not feasible to run it, not feasible to operate it. Now they have shifted their goal to Nhava Sheva, that is
Yes.
now Mumbai.
Yes.
And you see the current condition of this port, it has been silted completely. Okay.
तो मतलब सबका
Now
सत्यानाश
that-
करके अभी आगे निकल जाएंगे और वहां का सत्यानाश करेंगे.
Exactly. Now they are shifting towards Wadwan.
Oh God.
This won't be feasible to operate for longer period of time.
But why is that?
Because
But why is that? Just correct me if I'm wrong. Sorry, I'm taking so
No, no.
long in this.
Yeah.
Because all the channels are supposed to be dredged properly. Dredging has to take place so that all the big ships can come in. They can dock on the port side. Otherwise you have a major problem. Exactly the kind of problem that all the ships are facing right now. So which means very shortly JNPT एरिया में जो शिपिंग ट्रैफिक है वो पूरा बंद हो जाएगा. कहने का मतलब ये हुआ. नंद कुमार पवार साहब,
ये बिल्कुल सही बात है, क्योंकि अभी ये सिचुएशन है कि सिल्ट इतना जमा हो रहा है. एंड लेट मी टेल यू समथिंग, हाउ द जेएनपीटी पोर्ट हैज चेंज्ड द लैंडस्केप ऑफ दैट एरिया. ओके, डाउनस्ट्रीम देयर आर 200 square kilometer of fishing area. Upstream there are 200 square kilometer of area has been silted badly. They are not getting any fish. And it is said that whatever you sow, socially you be rewarded. हम जो बोएंगे वही उगेगा. Now how the landscape has changed, how the ecology has changed. The JNPT, because of their operation, because of the siltation which is generated by the JNPT Port Authority, there are 218 hectares of area they have to hand it over it to the mangrove cell, the forest department, because this area has been transformed into the thick mangrove cover because of the siltation. 218 hectares of mangrove area they have to hand it over to forest department, which has happened recently.
जी. But that is because of you.
And it,
That's essentially
Yeah,
because of you. Man, that's essentially
But
because of all the agitation you have done, right?
Have they handed over, sir?
They have.
yes.
That's been handed over. That's been handed over. That's a
Yeah,
great victory, by the way, for
Fantastic.
Mr. Nandakumar Pawar and all the environment activists. Fantastic.
No, sir. Let me tell you how it is disastrous for the environment and the ecology. The area, essentially fishing area, as a water body,
Yes.
it has been silted because of the silt which generated in the process of JNPT port operation.
Yes.
And slowly, gradually, entire fishing area has been transformed into the mangrove,
Yes.
and there are no water now. Okay, since there is no water, there are no fish, there is no place for migratory birds, there is no place for
So it will
weather.
come. If the area is left alone, you'll have to wait for another 3 or 4 or 5 years. It will be back.
Yes.
ऐसी बात नहीं है, 3, 4, 5 साल लगेंगे, but it's a major victory for you. ऐसी कोई बात नहीं है. सेलिब्रेट करो सर, कभी कभी तो सेलिब्रेट करो. बहुत मुश्किल से कुछ ना कुछ मिलता है. और JNPT
No,
to
sir,
hand over 218 hectares, my
No,
God.
sir, we should thank Stalin sir for this, because he has done lot of
Yes,
efforts
I know.
continuously. You know, he has been fighting
Fantastic.
many court battles,
जी.
and for
सर
this
वही
very
बात
serious-
नंद कुमार पवार साहब, ये तो आपने इस जगह की बात करी है. इवन इन मुंबई, फॉर एग्जांपल इन वर्ली, their entire intertidal ecosystem has been destroyed completely just because of the coastal road. Coastal road की वजह से पूरा का पूरा सिस्टम वहाँ पे खराब हो गया. सारे फिशर फोक जो वहाँ पर थे सब चले गए. वर्ली कोलीवाड़ा खत्म हो गया है. सो पहले वहाँ पे आपके पास पूरे प्रॉन्स आया करते थे, वहीं से मिला करते थे, क्रैब्स होते थे, प्रॉन्स होते थे, बाकी जो क्या वो लेडी फिश होती है वो मिला करती थी, वो जो रेड स्नैपर है वो मिला करता था. आजकल वो सब खत्म हो गया, कुछ नहीं मिलता. जैसे अभी प्रदीप जी बता रहे थे आपको, वर्सोवा पे जेटी पे पहले जो वहाँ के पुराने फिशरमैन हैं हम लोगों को बताया उन्होंने कि भाई अर्लियर वी कुड फिश राइट हियर, और आज वहाँ पर सर पानी इतना गंदा है, there is that oil slick always floating on top of it, there is a smell of chemicals. 3 या 4 इंडस्ट्रियल एरियाज का पूरा जो इंडस्ट्रियल एफल्जेंट्स हैं सारे के सारे इसी एरिया में आते हैं। तो हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं इसके बारे में, क्या मतलब सरकार को अवगत कराया गया है, क्या हुआ है, मतलब हैज एनीथिंग बीन डन सर?
Sir, see, we are keep writing continuously. We go to the court on regular basis, but
Ji.
there is nothing is changed. Because I'll give you one example how the JNPT port have been got clearances. There is a government agency called CWPRS, that is Central Power and Central Power and Research Institute Station rather, which keep giving clearances to the JNPT.
जी
And they always keep on maintaining that the project won't impact on the tidal currents. But what is happening on the ground, they never assess how the silt has damaged complete ecology, how the silt has been covered the fishing area, the spawning and breeding area. You will see only silt underneath. And when the entire area is destroyed, their food is destroyed, their habitat is destroyed, why fish would come to that area? The rocky terrain is supposed to be their habitat for the crustaceans or the shell varieties of fish like crabs, prawns, tiger prawns, lobsters, eels. All these fish we used to get in abundance in that particular area. Now the entire area has been silted badly because of the JNPT port. Also the mouth of the silk has been narrowed by 1500 meters to 100 meters. The complete area has been lost. The reach fishing area earlier has been completely lost because of the port. And authority like CWPRS, CMFRI or NIO, IIT Bombay, MPCB, they are the government agencies. They have to take cognizance of the issue. They should undertake the ecological study of that area. The biological study of the area should be undertaken to assess the damage has been done by the project. But nobody bothers about what's happening.
Nanda Kumar Pawar Sahab, talking about fishes, I remember when I was very small, that Mithi River was flowing so beautifully and there were fishing nets there and people used to catch fishes from Mithi River. Now seeing Mithi River, you cannot imagine that once upon a time there were fishes out there and the locals were catching fish. Now that changed. I said, Sarkar ka kaam hai, various agencies ka kaam hai, what are they doing? Airport aa gaya, airport ka extension वहाँ पर हो गए, फिर जो oil वाले this oil जो duplicate करने वाले लोग आए, they came to the banks of the Mithi River and the oil started going in, effluent started going in. I mean, it has destroyed the entire ecosystem out there. Now again, when you come back to Thane Creek, you environmentalists have been fighting. Thane Creek turned into wasteland. That is when continuously आपका एक संघर्ष है कि why is this creek turned into wasteland and what they are doing. And you environmentalists have come together and you said Swachh Bharat सिर्फ streets में नहीं होना चाहिए. Swachh Bharat should, the government should not stop Swachh Bharat only to the streets of the country, but it should take it to the water bodies. आप स्वच्छ भारत को वाटर बॉडीज तक लेके जाओ ना. यहाँ पर आप वाटर बॉडीज के लिए स्वच्छ भारत के लिए हेल्पलाइन है, टोल लाइन है, हर प्रकार के लाइन है, मगर जो वेस्टलैंड क्रीक को वेस्टलैंड बना रहे, वाटर बॉडीज को डंप करके डेब्री से पूरा खत्म कर रहे हैं, उसके लिए कोई कॉल सेंटर या टोल नंबर या इस प्रकार से स्वच्छ फोटो निकाल के भेजो तुरंत एक्शन. लेट मी टेल यू, ऑन द स्ट्रीट्स द स्वच्छ भारत कैंपेन हैज बीन सक्सेसफुल टू अ सर्टेन एक्सटेंट बिकॉज स्ट्रीट्स है, रोड्स है, बिल्डिंग के सामने है, घर के सामने कचरा आप फोटो निकाल के भेजो, देयर इज इमीडिएट एक्शन. बट यू एनवायरमेंटलिस्ट वांट द सेम थिंग वेयर वाटर बॉडीज आर डिस्ट्रॉयड, क्रीक्स आर डिस्ट्रॉयड एंड ऑल दीज. तो वहां पर क्यों नहीं हो रहा सर? नंद कुमार पवार साहब, स्वच्छ भारत.
सर यही तो बात है ना कि हम बड़े बड़े भाषण देते, बड़े बड़े पब्लिक डोमेन में, पब्लिक प्लेटफॉर्म में बोलते हैं कि स्वच्छ भारत या जो भी नया प्रोजेक्ट हम अनाउंस करते, लेकिन उसका इम्प्लीमेंटेशन ग्राउंड पे कितना होता है इसका असेसमेंट कभी कोई करता नहीं, ना कोई देता है. अभी आपको मैं एक बात जरूर बताऊंगा कि थाने क्रीक के बारे में, जो कि 19 जुलाई में जो बारिश ज़्यादा हुआ था, ओके, तो 19 जुलाई से लेके मतलब 28-30 जुलाई तक थाने क्रीक के बारे में हमने सवाल उठाए थे, क्योंकि वहाँ पे जो सुवेज ट्रीटमेंट प्लांट है DPS में, पांडु पंपिंग स्टेशन, सुवेट ट्रीटमेंट प्लांट का अपग्रेडेशन चालू है, अभी मेंटेनेंस चालू है। तो उसमें से जो टॉक्सिक सिल्ट जनरेट हुआ था, जो निकला था, वो सिल्ट कहाँ पर डंप किया गया?
जी,
हमें हमें कई जानकारियां मिली कि ये सब टॉक्सिक सीवेज डंप जो भी निकला उसमें से वेस्ट, वो सब रातों के अंधेरे में हाई टाइड के टाइम थाने क्रीक में बहाया गया। ओके, मैं उनको लगातार मॉनिटर कर रहा था कि कहाँ पर है कहाँ पर है, लेकिन आखिर एक दिन मैंने देखा कि जो पाइप अंदर से बाहर की तरफ आ रहा है थाने क्रीक के आउटलेट में, वहां पर मैंने देखा कि बहुत सारा सील्ट पूरा जमा हुआ है। लेकिन ये बात कोई मानने को तैयार नहीं, क्योंकि ये सब बातें होती थी रात के अंधेरे में, और कहीं लाखों या करोड़ों रुपया इसमें लोगों ने बनाया। क्योंकि ये सिल्ट अगर आप साइंटिफिकली डंप करोगे या फिर ट्रीटमेंट करके ये करोगे, दैट विल कॉस्ट यू लैक्स ऑफ रुपीज, क्रोर्स ऑफ रुपीज रादर। तो ये सब होता है। अभी थाने क्रीक में पोल्यूशन है, ये बात कोई मानने को तैयार नहीं है सर।
but Thane Creek is one of the most polluted right now. It is one of the most beautiful places at one time.
Exactly, sir. We have checked Thane Creek pollution actually. We take water sample from different locations.
नंद कुमार पवार साहब, मैं आपको एक चीज पूछता हूँ आपको। आज फेस्टिवल का दिन है सर। सर, महाराष्ट्र इज वन ऑफ द मोस्ट ब्यूटीफुल प्लेसेस ऑन अर्थ। सबसे खूबसूरत है महाराष्ट्र अगर देखा जाए तो। यहाँ से लेके कोंकण तक, गोवा तक अगर आप जाएं तो ऐसी सुंदरता, ऐसी खूबसूरती आपको कहीं नहीं मिलेगी। ऐसा प्राकृतिक सौंदर्य और कहीं नहीं है। इसको हम लोग क्यों खत्म करना चाहते हैं? मतलब क्या मानसिकता हो सकती है? Why would people want to destroy this? It's one of the most beautiful places on earth. Why would they want to do this? Pawar sir.
So see, there are handful people, there are corporates, there are limited people, very handful people want to destroy it, and masses don't get any benefit out of the projects which are coming into the.
Yes.
Okay, so on just 19-20th August, I had been to Delhi. I was called specially to participate in E20 summit.
Yes.
It's a people summit. Now I was specially invited. They hired air ticket for me, and I traveled because see, on 9th and 10th it's supposed to be G20 summit is happening in Delhi. We also met at Delhi, so Surjit Singh Bhavan, and there were over 700 activists, environmentalists, farmers were gathered in the campus all over the country, including Jairam Rameshji, Vrunda Karat, Meda Patkar, and so many other reputed even social activists. The reason behind that, the G20 summit which is happening, and what should be the role of the people? हमारा जो हक है जल, जंगल और जमीन पे, उसको बरकरार रखना जरूरी है। क्योंकि ये समिट जो हो रहा है, ये समिट किस लिए हो रहा है? दिस इज रीच कंट्रीज समिट, दिस नॉट पुअर, एंड वी आर हैप्पी फॉर दैट सिंस वी आर लीडिंग इट। ओके, द पर्पज ऑफ द समिट टू इनवाइट मोर फॉरेन इन्वेस्टमेंट इन आवर कंट्री। ओके, फेयर इनफ, वी आर हैप्पी, बट व्हाट अबाउट द स्टेक होल्डर्स? What are their rights?
Absolutely, I agree with you.
Now, for example, there are thousands of hectares of fishing area we have sacrificed.
Yes.
For the development of the nation. There are various projects are coming up by the CIDCO, Reliance, JNPT, ONGC, national, international projects. But where we are in the projects, we are nowhere. We have lost employment, we have lost our traditional livelihood. Now the entire area is getting submerged.
And whatever is left is also going to go.
Exactly, and I went to Delhi specially to talk about the regarding the funding agencies, which is international funding agencies, especially the World Bank, WTO.
They are not concerned about the environment, sir.
Yeah, so these funding agencies are granting funds to various corporates for their own development.
Yes.
What are the local stakeholders? Okay, and we want to draw their attention. We want to drag their attention to the fact that whatever condition the loan has been granted to the project proponent, it's their duty to ensure that the condition on which the loan has been granted are duly complied with or not by the project proponent. The basic condition obviously is the protection of environment. There should not be any degradation of environment. There should not be any human rights violation should happen. And exactly there is a huge amount of degradation of environment is happening. There is huge amount of degradation of human rights are happening in Udan Taluka. There is displacement happening. Nobody bothers. And the ADB published their report. Okay, they're saying that this project won't impact the recent project where they have funded 131 million US dollar for JNPA for fourth container
Yes.
terminal.
Yes.
Okay, so they are saying this project won't impact environment and the local community.
Yes, otherwise the
They
project
have
will not be
cate-
given, otherwise the project will not get the financing, absolutely
And
true.
it's very disturbing, sir. They have categorized environment as a B and categorized indigenous communities right as a C.
Yes.
I mean, there is no any significance as far as environment is concerned and local rights.
So which means you have to organize. नंद कुमार पवार साहब,
Yeah.
संगठित करना पड़ेगा सब लोगों को और अपने पर्यावरण को, अपनी प्राकृतिक सौंदर्य को बचाने के लिए हम सबको साथ में आना पड़ेगा. Next time you come on the show.
और साहब 35 लेक्स अभी ठाणे में है कि नहीं जो इनके 35 लेक्स जो था 35 लेक्स में 15 शायद having excess toxins but our question is whether 35 lakes are there. नहीं तो उसको बंद करके कवर करके वेस्टलैंड बना दिया ऑलरेडी.
सर वो तो नजारा तो हर जगह पे आपको देखने को मिलेगा. खाली मासुंदा लेक intact as of now because that is attraction is situated in the
What about the rest? बाकी 34.
It's very sad status. कचरा जमा है,
Oh God.
water stagnant
Awful.
है.
Sir, the next time you are here, we're going to talk about the Tirupati Balaji temple
Sure, sir.
at the NMMC at Navi Mumbai, which is coming up over mangroves.
Yeah.
You have played a huge role in that. We were not able to get you. We had our old friend Mr. BNK Kumar Saab with us. I hope you'll be able to give a proper perspective on what is going on.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Nandakumar Pawar Saab, and really and truly proud of you. We are always with you. The whole of Maharashtra is with you. The whole country is with you. You must continue to do what you're doing, and we'll be with you. We need to protect our fisherfolk. हमारे मछुआरों को हमें बचाना है, और मछुआरे तभी बच सकते हैं अगर जहाँ पर वो मछली पकड़ते हैं वो इलाके ठीक ठाक रहें. तो अगर वो इलाके खत्म हो जाएंगे तो मछुआरे भी खत्म हो जाएंगे. राइट सर, थैंक यू वेरी मच, और हैप्पी जन्माष्टमी अगेन. राधे राधे.
Thank you, sir.
राधे राधे
राधे.
राधे राधे. थैंक यू सर.
नमस्ते सर.
नमस्कार. वंदे मातरम सर.
वंदे मातरम सर.